What is going on, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of the Dundalk Trapp podcast. It was a good day for Ray and Gio. Ray went 3-0, including the college football playoff pick, while Gio went 2-1. But in his post, he went 2-0, and hockey went 2-0, which was good. I went 1-2. Shitty day. Julius Randle shot 10 threes in the first half and made 0. That's as bad as it gets, and the fact that he just kept shooting. I mean, he was 0 for 8 in the first quarter. I was
Yep.
watching the game, watching the stats, 0 for 8 in the first quarter. He took 8 3-pointers in the first quarter and did not make one. That's something you've never seen, you won't see, and it just doesn't make sense. But I'm not gonna make excuses, terrible picks on me, and we'll move forward. But how you guys doing today?
Doing good. It's nice to start off the week with 2-1.
Yeah, Gio was actually spot on his hockey. I was glad to see that.
Not even a sweat at all.
Hopefully, he can keep it.
No sweat.
Yeah, I did even see a lot of people on Twitter on Ottawa. Gio was the right side on that though, but there's Horned Frogs let him down there for the perfect day. But that's all right.
Yeah, the Horned Frogs. Probably one of the most sorry national championship games I've ever seen in my life.
Ray said, "quote unquote" was going to happen. Gio said, "quote unquote" what didn't happen. It was funny because I watched the video after the game. And Gio said they're not going to get their ass whooped. And
It'll be
Ray
close-ish.
yeah. And then Ray says, "This is going to be the worst college football playoff game ever. Bowers is going to kill it." And yeah, what happened. Bowers
is a good player.
He is good, very good. He had like 100. He was killing them. But I also don't understand how TCU doesn't like stop the best players on the field. TCU's defense really looked atrocious. That's Big 12 though.
They
That's
might
what
have
happens.
Fucking Lad McConkey have like
He looked like he's the next
100
Patriots receiver.
yards.
He
Yeah.
is the next Patriots number one
That
receiver.
I can, yeah.
McConkey will be the Patriots number one next year, I think.
Probably will be.
They'll find a way. If you played lacrosse, growing up, you will bet your money he'll be a Patriot. And who knows? Could be Ray's favorite receiver next year. But who wants to go first for the bets? You want me to? I'll go first.
All right.
First. All right, my 3 best bets for the day: LSU plus 1.5, Jared Allen over 12.5 points, and Jared Allen over 9.5 rebounds. LSU, for my LSU play, LSU's at home. They have played much better at home. All of their wins this year really haven't been by much, but finding them at plus 1.5 at a home game against a team like Florida, who hasn't been good either, is a good bet in my opinion. They're looking for a win, coming off of back-to-back losses, and I think KJ Williams will be able to stop Colin Castleton, and that's a really good matchup to watch for. So I think LSU wins this game outright, but I would take plus 1.5. Next play, Jared Allen over 12.5 points. Allen has really been a good scorer all year. He's gone over this number in 3 of his last 4 games, and Jazz are the worst team in the NBA against centers. They've allowed like 21 points, something like that, to centers per game, something maybe even higher, but they struggle against centers. I think he goes off. Last time he played them, he went for 20. And then my last play, Jared Allen over 9.5 rebounds. He went over this last time. Last game he played, the Jazz allowed the 3rd most rebounds to centers, and the last time they played, he had 11 rebounds. So went over this in the last game, and also went over this in the last game against the Jazz. So I think he goes over this pretty handily. And I would take a look at his double-double number. It's like plus 135 for him to get a double-double. I think he has 10 points, 10 rebounds in this one. So those are my 3 plays.
All right, I'll go next. My 3 plays are Panthers and the Avs over 6. Jets money line versus the Red Wings, and Cavs -3 against the Jazz. For the Panthers and Avalanche game, these are 2 teams that have not played well at all this year, especially with the Avalanche not even in a playoff spot right now. They're 2 very good offensive teams when they want to be. So as long as this is a close game, this total should go over 6. For the Jets money line against the Red Wings, they just have won all of their past 5 games, and the Red Wings are one of the worst offensive teams in the league. As we saw against the Devils like last week, they only scored 1 goal, and they only had like 18 shots in the whole game. So as long as the Jets don't play down to the Red Wings, they should easily win this game in Detroit. And then my last bet, Cavs -3. This is Mitchell's first game back in Utah. Utah's probably going to be pumped up because they lost the last game in Cleveland. But I think the Cavs are going to come in hot They're a way better team than the Jazz, and they should easily cover this 3-point spread. So those are my 3 plays.
All right, my first play is gonna be Michigan State plus 1.5 against Wisconsin. I'm gonna go Kansas State minus 4.5 against Oklahoma State, and lastly Auburn minus 2.5 against Ole Miss. Wisconsin's probably gonna be without the best player, Tyler Wall. Michigan State's looked good recently, winning 6 in a row. Wisconsin looked bad on Saturday against Illinois. Without Tyler Wall, so I think they struggle here, even though it's at home. And Michigan State's two, big three. I think they can handle business. Kansas State's, jumped in the rankings this week at 11 after 2 big wins this past week. Their high scoring team, Keontae Johnson, Marquise Noel, carry the load there, and I think they are too much for OK State to handle. And lastly, Auburn on the road at Ole Miss. Auburn plays great defense, kind of similar to Mississippi State, who Ole Miss just lost to. And I think, Bruce Pearl has his team ready off their big win, and they keep the momentum high and beat Ole Miss.
All right. Those are 3 plays. Everybody's 3 plays. Ray, you have your parlay.
Yeah, if it's saved here in FanDuel. Yeah. All right, it's kind of a long shot one here, but we'll go for it. It's plus 1,075 odds. So it's Kansas money line, Villanova money line, San Diego State money line, K-State money line, Tampa Bay Lightning money line, 76ers money line, Kent State money line, and Auburn money line to close it off.
So 10 to win.
10 to win, 107.
Nice. That's the biggest odds change. We would be
That would
profiting
boost the fuck out of the profits.
Yeah, we could use that.
I mean, tomorrow's slate's kind of a weird one, but
it is. I don't like it at all.
it has some good games, but some I don't know much about Auburn. I watched them I think once this year, but
they're like up in the air.
Yeah.
And I just thought after the college football playoff they would pack the slates, but then I looked, NBA doesn't have as many games I thought they would. College basketball has a couple, like you said, a couple good games, but not as many teams are playing. Like Wednesday's a much better betting day. But
yeah,
we'll see tomorrow. Is there any things you want to talk about or other bets you like or anything?
No, not really, actually.
Oh no, we do have something. The bet
predictions.
predictions. Yeah. All right. Does anybody want to go first?
Want to go round by round each? One round by round, or
yeah, we can do that.
Yeah. All right, I'll start. I got Jacksonville beating the Chargers. I got the Ravens beating the Bengals. I got Buffalo beating the Dolphins. I got Dallas beating the Bucks. I got the Giants beating the Vikings, and I got the Niners beating the Seahawks.
All right. I have Bills beating the Dolphins, Ravens beating the Bengals, Chargers beating the Jaguars, 49ers beating the Seahawks, Giants beating the Vikings, and the Cowboys beating the Bucks.
All right. We'll start in the NFC here. Going Niners over Seahawks in a blowout. Giants over Vikings, popular upset pick. I'm rolling with Tom Brady to beat the Dallas Cowboys at home. Playoff Tom Brady's tough to beat.
That's Monday Night Football, isn't it?
Atrocious. I mean, they could not look worse. Dak Prescott showing his
he sucks.
against Commanders. That was a horrendous performance.
That's what Ray thinks Lamar Jackson is.
Now, the AFC side going Bills, obviously. I think the Chargers win. Jags squeaked out that win last week. I think the Chargers take care of business and Herbert gets his first playoff win. And then the big Sunday night matchup in Cincinnati.
Can't wait to hear this.
Oh, we don't know if our quarterback will play. Tomorrow's a big day. If he doesn't practice,
Okay, hold up. Before you keep going, we are making these bets on Lamar playing because Lamar does not play.
Okay,
That is
yeah.
changing.
If
That is
Lamar
changing.
is not
I'm not
playing,
taking the Ravens to win.
Ravens legitimately have a 0.1% chance to beat the Bengals.
So Ray,
Just
go
because
into
of the
this with Lamar.
defense.
I know your pick won't change. I'm just saying this is going in.
all right.
for
Well,
Lamar.
tomorrow's a big day to find that out. If he practices tomorrow, I think he's on track to play. But if not, that is not good. But I think Joe Burrow under the bright lights in Cincy
Oh
at
my God.
home
You looked really
Oh,
good under the bright lights. in the
turns
Super Bowl.
it on. I think last week was, they wanted to handle business in the first half and then just kind of coast to a win. I think they roll out the whole playbook this week and whoop the Ravens. I think this could be bad, but I'm hoping not. But I just think Joe Burrow and that offense is.
Are you being
Whoop.
serious?
Whoop the Ravens.
I don't know. I do not have a good feeling
Joe
about
Burrow's
this.
looked like garbage only a few times this year. Both of them were against the Ravens. He fears the Ravens. The Ravens will
He did not look
crank
like
him.
garbage yesterday.
Yes, he did. He said it in the post game. He said, "I played bad." He did not look good yesterday,
Well, his receivers dropped two bomb touchdowns, but
and he also didn't look good. Keep going.
they were coasting in the second half, Ben. I mean,
And if the
Not that hard to coast
Ravens have
against.
better coaching staff, the Ravens still could have won that game. Keep going. And if Sammy Watkins isn't Sammy Watkins, the Ravens will win that game. Go.
I just think that. And
So okay, we're not doing score predictions, but because you're saying the Ravens are going to get flown out by so many, what's your score prediction?
I think they lose by 10.
Oh, that's not getting blown. That's not getting whooped.
Run off the field and then go.
I did not say run off the field. I said get.
You said
They're
whooped.
down. They're down 17. They score a touchdown to make it 10.
Well, okay.
I mean, I just think this Joe Burrow is not going to lose at home. As much as I would hate to see it, I just don't think it'll happen with or without number 8.
Yeah, you said that right. As much as you would hate to see it, you would hate to see the Ravens beat Joe Burrow and Cincy.
No, I wouldn't.
You would hate it.
No, I wouldn't.
Yes, you would.
I'll have my all black number 8 jersey on.
Now you have a Lamar Jackson jersey.
I do. Want me to go pull it out?
Please don't. No, keep that thing away. You don't deserve that. Give that to Goodwill or sell it. You do not deserve that thing. Someone else deserves that.
DH Gates finest quality jersey there.
Yeah, you need to give that one away because
HK, my Roquan jersey's already like fucking ripping apart. So here we go.
I respect that.
All right, divisional round.
No, Ray haven't. Ray, you got. I'm assume you have Bills over the Dolphins. That was your last one.
Yeah, I
Oh.
said that first. Yeah.
Okay,
Bills
all
over
right. Well, that's it then.
All right, the divisional round. I got the Eagles over the Giants. I got the Niners over the Cowboys. I got the Chiefs over the Ravens. And then I have Buffalo over Jacksonville. And I just don't. If we beat the Bengals, I don't think we can go to Arrowhead and beat the Chiefs with this team, honestly. So
All right.
That's my reason.
I got the Eagles over the Giants, 49ers over the Cowboys, Ravens over the Chiefs, and the Bills over the Chargers. My whole reasoning to the Ravens beating the Chiefs in this one is because they could go into Cincinnati and win. If you can go into Cincinnati and win,
yeah.
I think you can build off of it and go into Kansas City. It'll be the toughest environment they've played in with this new squad. And this defense likes to rip heads off, and Roquan's proven that. We got a lot of scared teams in the AFC. I don't support teams who fear other people. The Bengals are trying to call the NFL, say that the Ravens are playing dirty, raise a part of that. And look, if you're soft in the NFL, you're never going to win. Ravens beat Cincinnati and Cincinnati Sunday. Then they go into Kansas City, go into Arrowhead and take them down. Ray will be starstruck. Ray won't know what to do. And moving forward, I think we got a chance. So I'm gonna take like I said, Ravens beating Kansas City and Kansas City. And after that, if Lamar beats Joe Burrow and Patrick Mahomes in the playoffs, there is not a damn thing you can tell me that they shouldn't pay him. So
I agree.
So Ray, it's your next ones.
All right. Starting on the NFC. The Eagles, take care of business against the Giants. Good run for the Giants. Dable really has a good building there.
Great coach. Great coach.
Great, great coach. Wish we had him.
Wish we did too.
So the Eagles handle business there. The Niners and Bucks. I do like Tom Brady, but I think Kyle Shanahan and D'Amico Ryans and Brock Purdy has really
Future
done a
Ravens
nice
head
job
coach,
for this
D'Amico Ryans.
team. I think the Niners win that game. I think it could be closer than some people think, but all right, Chiefs Chargers. I think this is a great game. Probably one of the best playoffs, but Mahomes does not lose to divisional opponents. We all know this. I think he finds a way. I think it's close still, shootout. Like their other games have been, but this is a tough one for me. The Bills and the Bengals, two teams I like. I like both quarterbacks, like both coaches. I think they're just good quality.
Well,
In hell.
They're very quality organizations. But I'm gonna go Bengals. I think the Bengals pull it out, even though it's gonna be in Buffalo. Joe Burrow, there's not an environment too tough for him. He's went into Arrowhead in the playoffs and won as the massive underdog. He's went everywhere you can think of and won. So I think he wants to show them what they would have done last Monday night, and they'll advance the AFC Championship.
is that? I have a question.
The
Were you-
organizations?
No. Were you joking when you said that the Cincinnati Bengals were a quality organization, or were you being serious?
Currently, they are, yes.
How many Super Bowls have they won?
None.
What do you define quality as then? Was
They had
it-
a good draft class a couple years ago.
They have a dynasty building in Cincy.
How many Super Bowls have they won?
Like I said, I think they have a dynasty building in Cincinnati.
A dynasty.
But like quality organization. How many Super Bowls? Actually, how many Super Bowls have the Bills won as well?
None.
Okay.
Yet again,
So two quality organizations have combined.
there's
0
three
Super
teams
Bowls.
that run the AFC right now. And they will continue to run it, in my opinion, unless we make a major change.
Yeah, well, we got more
They
Super
are
Bowls
the
than two of those
Buffalo
teams.
Bills, the Cincinnati Bengals, and the Kansas City Chiefs.
We got
And
more
that's
Super Bowls than two of those teams.
And that's why the Ravens will trade Lamar Jackson
Combined.
and draft Stetson Bennett with the first round pick.
That's
That's
some
what
Ray
changed.
shit. No, that is legitimately what Ray wants.
All right. NFC Championship. I got the Eagles versus Niners. I think it's gonna be a close game.
Do your Super Bowl pick too, and like for here too, because you
All
might
right.
as well.
I think it's gonna be a close game, but I think the Eagles squeeze by. And then I have the Chiefs versus the Bills back in Kansas City like last year. I don't see Mahomes losing. He's been playing great all year. He's gonna turn it up. They're gonna bring him back to the Super Bowl. And then I have the Chiefs easily beating the Eagles in the Super Bowl. No sweat.
All right. Well, to your last point, pretty rare you see a Super Bowl blowout, so I don't think that'll happen. But
Wait,
I'm gonna say
I kind of zoned out. What did you said the Chiefs will beat the Eagles? That's
yeah, but you said
Yeah,
it'll be a
Chiefs beat the
blowout.
Eagles.
My next my three, I have the Bills beating the Ravens. I think the Ravens run ends. Very possible they win this game, but when you play quality organizations who have no Super Bowls, sometimes it's tough. I think Bills deserve it this year. They're playing for something now, even more now with Hamlin, and it'll be good for them to win. Like I said, the Ravens don't make it. Definitely rooting for the Bills to win it. They deserve it. I respect the Bills. I actually do. I don't respect the Bengals. I think their fans are scrubs. And I think the Bengals are an embarrassment of an organization. Ray said they had a great coach. They don't have a great coach. He's been gifted when you have the number one pick in a draft and then you have top 10 picks every other year and you have good picks. Eventually, you're going to build a good roster, which, finally they did. I think he's a bad coach. And yeah, so I don't respect them. I think the Bills beat the Ravens. And then in the NFC, 49ers taking down the Eagles and in the Super Bowl. be rooting hard for the Bills, but I think the 49ers pull it off. 49ers have the best coaching staff in the NFL, best play caller, and future Ravens head coach D'Amico Ryans has that defense on one. I've never seen a defense play like the 49ers defense does. They're horrifying, and I don't think anybody wants to play them. You could put anybody at quarterback, and I think they'll compete. So I'm going to go with the 49ers win the Super Bowl this year, regardless if Purdy's playing or not.
All right. Starting on the NFC side again. Eagles 49ers. I think this is a good game. It'll be in Philly, which will be a tough environment for Brock to handle. It will be. But I think his coach will set him up for success, and they will win this game with their field goal kicker, Robbie Gould, who has never missed a playoff kick. Never. And that will not change. He will make the game winning kick against the Eagles. And on the AFC side, this is again very tough game for me. I like both of these teams, Chiefs and Bengals. They're very good. Great quarterbacks who will probably make this one of the best games like it was last year. I mean, but I think it's
one of the best games of what all time.
Yeah, it was a good game. Best game of the playoffs, probably, or one of the best games of the playoffs last year. I think it's one of the best games of the playoffs again this year. Chiefs Bengals. I think Joe Burrow gets it done again. I think he gets it done and continues to not lose to Mahomes. He's undefeated against Mahomes in his career. And I think that continues. And then the Super Bowl, the Niners versus the Bengals.
Holy shit.
Joe Burrow gets it done.
My God.
And beats the Niners in the Super Bowl. And they're going to be playing who they think.
You know what's crazy?
Joe Burrow is gonna he wants it back from last year. He's gonna get it this year, I think.
Holy shit. He brought out the fucking theme song.
I mean, I really do think it is his year. He wants it bad after that feeling he had last year, being a 4th and 1, or they had 2nd and 1. If they get that, they go to OT, but nope. He had no O-line. Their O-line.
Like you tell us with Lamar.
They're
no,
more
come on, bro.
experienced.
No. Nope. You tell us that with Lamar, no excuses, so no excuses.
They're more experienced.
Their O-line's banged up again. Keep going.
They have one player banged up. They're more experienced this year.
Collins, now Kappa's out, bro. What are you talking about? Keep going. 2 starting offensive linemen are out, and the center might be out as well.
Even though the Niners defense is good, Burrow will not turn the ball over. He's good against pressure. And I think Lou Amarillo finally figures out the Niners offense and wins this game. Close one now.
I lost the 0.2 amount of respect I had left for you, because if Cincinnati beats Baltimore this week, which very possible, like we've said, they have no shot at beating Buffalo or Kansas City in the playoffs. Yeah, you can talk about regular season like you always say, but like you always say, like I was saying before, regular season means nothing, right? Because we say with Lamar, they will not beat Kansas City or Buffalo in the playoffs this year. Line is too banged up. You said they were the what was the term you used for their organization?
Quality.
Quality was 0 Super Bowls. Quality is. I think the Ravens are a quality organization.
I agree.
That's an actual quality organization. They've won 2 Super Bowls, 2 rings, if you've ever seen. But Bengals have never won. They've been there because we flexed that with Joe Burrow, and you get participation trophies. What it is, you don't win. I guess losers get respected. I don't respect anybody. You win the Super Bowl, I respect you. If not, you're not the champion. So I think the Bengals are not as good as everybody thinks, and with their offensive line banged up, Pretty Boy's going to be getting hit in the backfield, and we're going to see what Pretty Boy does, because all year when he gets hit, when you get pressure on Scrubby in the back, he doesn't know what to do. He's checked down Charlie all the time, and if the Ravens hit him this week, they beat him. So I have the team, me and Gio have losing, you have making the Super Bowl and winning. That's pretty fucking wild. like I said, it was more of a loss of respect. You have them beating Kansas City in Kansas City. Well, no, it'll be where in.
In
Will that
Kansas
game be? No, I thought it would be. Well, no, that's just the Bills Chiefs. Will that be? What games are going to be in a neutral site?
Just the Bills Chiefs.
I thought Cincinnati figured their way into it because I still see tears coming out from their eyes about the whole coin toss thing. Meanwhile, one thing I actually respect from Harbaugh bench the starters. I would have done the same thing. No need to play them, but it is what it is. Like I said, I'm not sure what I'm more shocked at: the quality organization comment or them winning the Super Bowl. But I think there's a lot of people like you out there that just don't really value the Chiefs or the Bills.
Oh, I value both of them. They are both tough picks. I like all three teams.
Yeah, the three really quality organizations there. Who don't
Yeah.
have Super Bowls. I do respect the Bills. Like I said
It's a
earlier, the
weird,
Ravens.
it's a weird obsession with a divisional rival, but
No, it's a really weird obsession over every rival. Like I said, when we have Stetson Bennett next year, and we're 3-14, it'll be a different route.
Like I said,
Um,
I'm rooting for the Ravens this week. I just don't see them getting it done.
I'm honestly kind of shocked about Patrick Mahomes, but that's for other reasonings. You're a big fan of him. But it kind of makes sense once you kind of know about him. But Ray's different. That's the term for it. Quality organizations.
Oh,
don't
I'm
win
sorry,
Super
I'm
Bowls.
not a homer and thinks the Ravens are going to win the Super Bowl. So,
Which one of us said that?
oh, Rogue, you just said they could win the Super
They
Bowl,
could. They 100% could.
and you're saying
100%
the
could.
Bengals have no shot to win the Super Bowl.
Bengals have as much of a chance as the Ravens though.
No, they don't. They have way more of a chance than their
Whose defense is better?
whose offense is better.
Yeah, you're right. So how do they have way more of a chance? They
Because
beat
they
Anthony Brown by
win,
what?
in order to win to get a chance to win the Super Bowl, you have to win round one.
They play each other.
Yeah, and the Bengals are gonna, I think, win.
Oh, if Lamar doesn't play, the Ravens have a 0% chance at winning a playoff game. Let
But
alone,
according to you this morning, it was there is
I think he plays.
chance Lamar plays.
I never said 100%. I said I think he plays.
And then when I say I don't know, you're like, yo, you're dumb.
No. I say you're dumb when you talk about him missing 6 games and him not being deserving to be
Back-to-back
paid
years,
and stuff like that. What'd you say?
back-to-back years.
Got injured. Unlucky.
Not many quarterbacks get injured, Ben.
Your favorite quarterback of all time got injured a ton of times throughout his career.
Did not miss playoff runs much.
He missed the whole season, but whatever.
With a torn ACL, not a sprained.
If he plays this week, how did he miss a playoff run? Last year they didn't make the playoffs. This year he'll be playing. So
Well, they could have made the playoffs last year if he.
yeah,
played.
with Robert Jackson at cornerback, Ray, you're fucking talking out of your ass. Moral of the story: you took the Bengals in the Super Bowl. I think you're a bozo for it. And yeah, I fully agree. You said homer pick. Ravens beating the Chiefs is 100% a homer pick. 120%. I don't really give a fuck though, because I'm gonna keep doing it. And yeah, I respect Lamar too much to not. But I don't think I
Might want to
truly
use that
think.
respect up while you can, because he might not be a member of this team much longer.
Well, if he's not a member of the team, I'm not gonna root for him. I'll root. I mean, I hope he does good, but if he leaves Baltimore, whoever the next quarterback is, I'll be a big fan of. I respect my team and I root for him.
And
Unlike
I
you,
respect our team too.
I respect my team and root for him. Unlike you,
I root for him also. I will be rooting for them this weekend, and as long as they go in the playoffs. I just don't think it'll be very far.
I don't. I think me and Gio both know from this guy. And if any viewers are still watching right now, you guys know Ray
Cody.
has no respect. Cody, shut up, Cody. Ray has no respect for the Ravens. Ray is
Yes,
a
I do.
bozo, and Ray's a delusion. Ray is like the opposite delusional of what I am when I say jokes. Like I'll say jokes and Ray will take them serious, and as I'm usually joking. Lamar deserves his money. The Ravens need to get him wide receiver 1, and the Ravens need to change the coaching staff. That's honest. Me saying the Ravens will win a Super Bowl, 100% biased. Never said that though. Ray claims I did. Never said that. But yeah, I think they have the ability to. If Lamar's a quarterback, 8 can get them to the Super Bowl. So that's all it is. He's got Joe Burrow winning the Super Bowl.
I choose Joe Burrow over Lamar any day of the week, and
Yeah.
twice on Sunday.
Well, on that note,
No, I don't want to have to go back and edit any of this. Ray's different. If you guys are watching, right
You're
now,
different because almost any person that watches the sport of football agrees with me,
no,
except Baltimore Ravens.
not
Some
at all.
Baltimore Ravens fans.
That's
Yes.
not at all true. That's
Yes.
not at all true.
Yes. Yes, it is.
No, it's not. Okay, well, I wasn't gonna go back, but now I'm going to, and I might just leave this in here. If you guys are watching this right now, if there's one thing you guys see in common with every quarterback Ray respects or likes,
No, I like Patrick Mahomes.
they
I like
all got
Patrick Mahomes.
yeah, they all got one thing in common, guys. All of them.
No,
All of
no,
them. They all got one thing in common.
no.
If Lamar Jackson was a white quarterback, Ray would be saying, "Oh yeah, I'll take him over Joe Burrow."
That's
He's a
not true.
pocket passer. Ray doesn't like
Not true.
athleticism. It's weird. I've never seen anything
No,
like it. Ray
not
claimed that
true.
everybody who watches the sport of football would take Joe
Not
Burrow over him.
true.
Ray clearly doesn't watch NFL people talk because it's a million
Yes, I
people
do.
saying if you gave Lamar Jackson the Bengals situation, it'll be much different.
If he doesn't have it, so
Not his fault.
Put matter of fact, hey, I'm gonna end on this. I don't even want to hear Ray talk after this. Ray, you shut the fuck up, you stupid bitch. If you put Joe Burrow with the Ravens team right now, the Ravens
Then
are fucked. The Ravens are
keep
fucked. I
talking
don't care
about
what
what
else you have
ifs.
to say.
Keep talking about what ifs. That's
I
fine.
don't give a fuck what you have to say. Plain and simple, Joe Burrow's not winning a
But
Super
it
Bowl.
is not a what if
and-
world, Ben.
and that's all it is. You're damn right it's not. Joe Burrow's not gonna win shit.
He'll win the game this weekend against the Ravens
If Lamar doesn't play, you're 100% right.
if Lamar doesn't play. Even if Lamar does, he will win.
I cannot wait till Sunday night when Lamar plays and goes into Cincinnati and wins.
And I
Matter
hope
of
he
fact,
does. I
like I
hope
said
he
earlier,
does.
Like I
I
said
really
earlier,
don't think you
give
do.
a-
I
don't
really
give a
hope
fuck.
he does.
I don't give a fuck if Lamar comes back and they lose. Pay Lamar. Because Joe Burrow ain't winning the Super Bowl this year. No chance. Joe Burrow's not winning that Super Bowl. If the Ravens lose, fully possible, like I said, with Lamar, without Lamar, I think they'll win. With Lamar back, they still could lose. It is what it is. I'll say, damn right, you were right about this game. You're still not right about Lamar. Lamar's still him. Lamar will come out and have a great performance.
Even if Lamar plays bad, you think we should still pay him?
100%. You're going to judge off one game?
I'm gonna judge off of however many years we've had
However,
him.
all the years we had him, yeah. That's how I know you're talking out of your ass, because clearly, if you would judge off of what he's done for the Ravens, you'd pay him money.
One playoff win.
Guys, I'm going to say it again. This is all it is.
No,
That's all it is.
it is this.
That's
I'd
all it
like
is.
a ring. I'd like the Ravens to get
Josh
a
Allen
ring.
and Josh Allen and Joe Burrow don't have a ring. Oh, they
They
have
will
more
have
playoff
one
wins. I
before
don't give
Lamar
a
does.
fuck.
They will
don't give
have
a
one
fuck,
before
Ray.
Lamar does.
You're talking out of your asshole right now.
Yep.
Yeah, they will. If maybe. And no, they don't. They
That's
don't.
what you say, so I'm gonna
They
say
don't.
it.
Yeah, and I'm gonna say it too. They don't. I'm just saying the facts. They don't.
That's
and,
fine. You're stating the facts instead
and
of
that's-
some.
When did I not say the facts?
Because you just spew what ifs instead of stating
No, I
reality.
just state how it is. Okay, well, Ravens have a shit off offensive wide receiver core. That holds
Well,
Lamar
you know
back.
who could change
It's a
all
fact.
those problems? The shitty GM we have too.
He's good. Gets them in the playoffs. They need better from wide receiver.
And that is
position.
the problem, Ben. I am sick and tired of just making it great.
Well, I'm sick and tired of dweebs like you getting on here and running your mouth that they shouldn't pay Lamar, but you want Stetson Bennett as your quarterback.
No,
You're a
I never
dweeb.
said
That's
that.
plain and simple.
Never
You're
said
a
that.
dweeb. You're a fucking dweeb. That
I'd like
that's
him as
not-
a backup.
That's
to,
not put
I'd
on
like
the
him as a
podcast
backup
enough.
to
I think on the
replace Lamar.
podcast we should talk about it. A dweeb came out and said Stetson Bennett should be our quarterback.
I'd
You
say
also
he should be a
said
backup quarterback.
Derek
So when
Carr,
Lamar
you
gets hurt
said-
like he has the
you
past 2
said-
years,
You
no,
said- I mean,
no,
it's just bizarre, bro.
Ben.
It's bizarre.
keep
It's
saying
bizarre.
bullshit. Keep saying
It's
bullshit.
bizarre. It's
Nope.
bizarre. What I'm saying is facts. And
No, it's not.
everybody needs to hear it. Because
Yeah, a lot
usually
of
when you go
people
back,
hear it.
because through this podcast, if you guys have watched, majority of the stuff that I've said that Ray has disagreed with, when he went on his phone to look at a stat or try to find something, Ray's like, "Oh fuck, I'm wrong. Oh shit, maybe not." Ray
One
talks out of his
time.
asshole. Ray talks out of his asshole, and that's what you
No.
guys need to know.
Nope.
Ray goes back and fact checks himself and realizes, damn, I really don't know what I'm talking about.
It was one
And-
time about Roquan Smith.
And it turns out I was right. So,
One time.
well, you were gonna say Tom Brady was a great quarterback this year earlier, and then
You-
you're like, oh,
no,
maybe I should.
You said
Maybe I
Lamar
should.
was going to be come back for the Atlanta Falcon team.
I
That
said
week,
that's what the report was.
and that And you believe that stupid ass report?
Ian Rappaport's respected and usually gets
Yeah,
a
he
good
was
report.
really spot on with that one. That report comes out every week, Ben. That Lamar's going to be back. Oh,
Yeah,
no,
we'll see.
and it's going to come back this week and tomorrow when he done practice. He hadn't even, let alone played. He hadn't even practiced in 6 weeks. That
Forget
I
football
really
real
want.
quick.
I really
Forget
feel
football real quick.
confident.
What are your opinions on him as a person? Just like
Who?
and how he does stuff. Lamar, I just want to hear what your kind of
I
opinions
think
are.
he's a fine, nice guy. He hasn't done anything wrong.
sure?
I have no reason to not like him.
Well, by your standards and the way you act, it seems like it's a big reason you don't like him. But do you like Lamar as a person?
Yeah, I have no problem with
You
Lamar.
just think Joe Burrow and Josh Allen and them guys are just a little bit better. Just kind of seems
Never
like
said
that.
that.
It kind of seems like that.
Why?
It's weird. You know why? I'm not gonna say it on here because I don't need to edit it out. You know why?
No,
Gio,
I don't.
thank you.
No, it's
Gio
not.
Gio just made the point. I think that's why a lot of people, because it's typical when you go through Twitter, when you see the people who talk high on Lamar, people who have played the game of football usually talk high on Lamar. People who understand the game of football usually talk high on Lamar. And then you look at the guys that bash him. Most of them have one thing in common. The same beliefs as you, right? It's bizarre. It's weird. It's just how it is. I mean, I don't know. It's weird. But yeah, like I said, Ray probably would like Stetson Bennett, like a Derek Carr. Ray wants to be mid. That's what it is. So
Yeah, you know what mid is? Making
it.
the playoffs and losing first round every year. So
well,
if
Good
you
thing
if you
Lamar
are
won't
fine with
count it.
that, that's fine. If you are fine with that. You want that.
No,
You want
I'm
that to
fine
be
with
the
us.
Ravens every
I'm fine.
year.
I'm fine with us
Every
having
year.
a good quarterback. I'm fine with us having an elite quarterback. That's what I'm fine with. I'm fine with us not having to rebuild under Derek Carr like you want to
Never
with a
said that.
bomb receiving core. Who in the NFL does more with less or more with the same? That's my question to you.
No one, but
Okay.
that again is on the shitty GM.
Okay. Then fire the GM.
He's a good GM, not a great GM, a good one.
He is.
Well, I want it. In order to win a Super Bowl, you have to be great in all facets of a team, and the GM is
And
a
the Bengals
big
aren't.
fucking part of that.
And the Bengals aren't. And the Bengals aren't.
What aren't they great at?
Defense.
They're top 10.
No. Against the run, they're not that good against the pass. They're not good defense.
Oh, so they match up really well against the Ravens then. Even
Ravens
better.
Well, our run game will still run on them. J.K. Dobbins ran against the Steelers, who had a top 5 run defense, just like the Bengals. We're going to win. Lamar back. Lamar makes everybody better. If Lamar's back, I think we'll win. If Lamar's not back, we could lose by 100. That's really how it is, because the offense will score negative 100. That's.
I hope you get to see a Lamar in a Ravens uniform one more time, man. I really do.
I hope so too. Turns out we probably won't. And next year when we're watching fucking a disastrous performance every week, I'm gonna want a written out apology. Hi, my name is Ray. I'm a dumbass. I talk out of my ass, and I'm sorry. Everything I said was just dumb as fuck. And 95% of people who really understand football agreed. The other 5 just had one problem with it, and I was wrong. So we'll have to see. But
Well, you will not get that apology note.
yeah, I know we won't, because we're gonna be dealing with fucking your Joe Flacco type ass shit. I mean, you're one of those fans. I want Joe Flacco back. That's a fan that you are. And yeah, you're like, no, I'm just honest. No, Ray, you're fucking negative. You're miserable. And every time you talk about the Ravens could win 10 Super Bowls in a row, and you're one of the fans like, I don't know. I don't think so. Like, Ray, you're miserable.
No, I'm not miserable.
Sometimes you open up and be less miserable. Duke's fucking sucks ass right now, so I'd be miserable too. And yeah, not exceeding expectations like you said they would. Duke fucking sucks. Ravens made the playoffs.
Luckily for them, their season is still pretty early.
Duke sucks. Ravens made the
The
playoffs.
Ravens
Ray
season
is having a
creeping up on
shit.
the 11th hour, so they need to figure it the fuck out for this
Ravens
week.
made the playoffs. Duke fucking blows.
And Duke will
It's
make
been
tournament.
shit for Ray. What do you think? What do you think, Gio? Yeah. So we'll fucking William and Mary. What do you think, Gio?
I fully agree.
Yeah, shit week for Gio. Ravens are in the playoffs, which you didn't want. Lakers lost tonight. It is a shit
Not a Lakers fan.
Shit time. Shit. Oh, you're a Duke fan. Cowboys in the play. All right, let me take that back. Cowboys in the playoffs.
I picked them to
Ray might
lose.
be
and I don't
feeling
like
good.
the Cowboys. I can't stand the Cowboys.
Ray might be good. Lakers, Duke. I mean, you never know. I don't know. Ray might be feeling better than I thought. But the Ravens are in the playoffs, which Ray hates. So we'll just have to see. Well, Georgia at least won for you tonight. That's one of your big teams now, I think, because they've won the past 2 years, right? Pretty impressive. Duke, Georgia. Orioles aren't signing anybody, so get upset about that. Maybe a Dodgers fan soon. We'll see.
No, we already have a October Dodgers fan in here. That's Gio over there.
Oh,
Well, we also have a bro. I can't even. You're
Get
cheering
it
for
out,
Joe
Gio.
Burrow.
Spit it
over
out,
fucking-
Gio.
You're cheering for Joe Burrow out of all people.
Not cheering for Joe Burrow.
Oh my. Okay. You want him to win the Super Bowl.
I don't. This is not a want. This is a prediction, Gio.
no,
This
it
is
wasn't
not-
one. It wasn't one. You did say you really liked him and you would like to see him win. But
I like Joe Burrow. I mean,
so it's a one. Yeah, it's a one.
no, it's not a want. I like the Ravens too more than I like Joe Burrow. So I want the Ravens to win.
Hard disagree there, but is what it is.
Well,
I'm an honest fan, Ben. I'm non-biased. No, you're negative. You're miserable. That's the difference.
I'm not miserable.
Me and Gio can be the most biased fans ever. I'm gonna be that. I don't give a fuck. I will 100% be biased. Only team I won't be biased with is the Orioles because I state when there's some shit. There's some shit. And the Wizards. I'll tell you, the Wizards are one of the worst teams in the NBA and don't belong anywhere near the playoffs. Of course, because of the play, and they're gonna get in and they're gonna get smacked. I'll be honest about them. The Ravens, a well-respected organization, always will have a chance to win. They can improve. They need to improve the coaching staff. They need to improve wide receiver position.
Front
They need to-
office.
I mean, like I said, I told you if he can't improve the wide receiving core in the next year and a half, it's his time. But like I also said, you have to give him a few years. This draft this year is turning out to be one of the best, could be in Ravens history. I mean, we never know how Kyle Hamilton will be. We don't know how Linderbaum will stay, if he'll stay here. We don't know. So this could be one of the best. We also need Likely to continue to play well. Kohler looked decent in his debut.
I liked Kohler, and I
I
like
think-
Likely. Likely's a good player.
Great player. I think this could be one of the best drafts. So DeCosta definitely deserves an F for the offseason because you left the team with this horrendous receiving group. And the draft was great, like I said. So
Well, I'm glad he
We'll
had
see.
one good one out of his three. So
is what it is.
when you have a draft with multiple first round picks and you can't hit one of them, that is sad.
Elway played decent against the Bengals this week. Against your how do I say this?
I don't think a first rounder should be playing decent, as you said.
Well, I call him decent because he hasn't been good all year. So when he plays, he actually played really well. But I'm gonna say decent because he needs to improve.
Yep. Well,
And Bateman will be number one next year.
a
Bateman
lot of
will be
other
awesome.
options out there that we could have took.
Yeah. Do you have someone in mind, or you just saying that?
I'll have to look at the draft, but there. I know
I'm not.
for a
No, I
fact-
wasn't trying to like say anything. I was just thought you had someone in mind. Yeah, I'm sure there definitely was, but 32 other teams missed out on it. Well, 31 because that team got him, but this is what it is. Teams miss. DeCosta smoked this draft, and yeah, that's it. Like I
Well,
said,
he still missed the team's biggest need, so
yeah, F off season. But so you would have kept Hollywood? Would you have done that?
fuck no.
Okay. Well,
Hollywood
That
was
is it.
another disastrous first round pick.
I wouldn't say disastrous. He just struggled in certain areas. He was the best receiver on our team.
Yeah, and that's a shame.
Had a 1,000-yard season. I wouldn't call that disastrous.
Hit a what?
1,000-yard season. It's definitely not disastrous. Hollywood's good. Needs to be better.
Well, when he doesn't even last his rookie contract, that is not a good first round pick. So
Well, fire the offensive coordinator, which should be done hopefully. Like I said, this offseason will be
you
big.
know
It will
who,
be
who
big for
does that
me.
a lot? The GM.
I fully agree. I said needs to fire the offensive coordinator. This offseason will be big for me. My thoughts on DaCosta will they might change. We'll
And
see.
when John Harbaugh is the coach of the Baltimore Ravens next year, we will have a fucking issue. I guarantee he will be the
No.
coach of the Ravens next year.
I think John Harbaugh's gonna step down.
No, he's not.
No
Greg
chance he
Roman, they
steps
might
down.
get rid of Greg Roman, but John Harbaugh will. I give it about an 85% chance that Harbaugh is the coach of the Ravens next year.
I say 50-50. I think he steps down.
He's not gonna step down.
I think he steps down. Justine Anderson reported that 2 of the 3 longest tenure coaches in the NFL are speculating retirement. So Harbaugh's one of them, Tomlin's one of them, and I think Andy Reid. So of the
No,
3,
Belichick's up there. He's coming back.
Belichick's probably one too. But of the 3 or of those 4 guys,
Belichick's coming back. So the 2 out of 3,
I just don't see how.
and that's another BS report. So
Well, we'll see. They know more than we do.
yeah, they do, but they spew a lot of bullshit out there too.
I don't know what they get from that, but yeah, why they would put that out that a coach is gonna retire, or they didn't even say names. It's not something they would just make up. So I think Harbaugh's definitely speculating it and thinking about it
Well,
as he should be.
I'll believe it when I see it. I bet if I had to place money, I would honestly hammer that he'll be the head coach of the Ravens next year.
Is there anything positive about the Ravens you have to say? Because I just don't hear anything.
Yeah, I think they play good defense that consistently year after year. They
No, last year the defense sucked. Do you like
for the most part, Ben,
Mike
they
Donald?
play good defense
Do you like Mike
year
Donald?
after year.
Well, 14-2 season was carried by the offense, so
They have
you
the
like Mike
best
Donald?
kicker in football, Ben, ever. So there's your.
Oh my God, are you sure you'd like him? Because Evan McPherson, he can kick an extra point every once in a while, even though he's missed a couple this year. I know Tucker's cool, but have you seen Bass? I don't know. You just never know with you. Those guys play on teams you like, so
They're all good kickers too. So
no, McPherson is not a good kicker.
a lot of clutch kicks in the playoffs. So
Yeah, last year. But that's it. Like I said, if you guys watch to this point, it's been a while, but you guys will get. Yeah, I know the stuff he says is fucking bizarre. It's unbelievable at times, but
who the fuck said that?
that's just how it is. It's insane. Cody, if you're watching this, you know. Gio, you're here with me. Thanks for the thumbs up, Gio. Yeah, many people think it's insane, but
I would love
Right.
I would love Gia to be involved in these conversations without Ben, and then we would have because when you went away last week and it was just me and him on here, he said, "Oh, he doesn't see the Ravens winning in the playoffs." So with Lamar, and don't go like that, Gio.
wait, when I went away, you guys did the podcast?
No, there was. I think you with Maddie. You were at Maddie's house and you went to go like get your headphones or something. And then I asked you, "Are you serious? You think they can?"
Gio, you don't think they have any shot in the playoffs?
Yeah, we have a shot at beating the Bengals.
Oh yeah, I agree.
After that, no, I don't think we have a shot.
Okay, sitting here, non-bias, 100%. The Ravens have a shot to win a game in the playoffs. I don't.
Yes,
Do they?
Yes.
with
Do they
Lamar
have-
Jackson.
With Lamar Jackson, yeah. Will they? I don't know. Let's say 40-60.
Yeah, and the Seahawks have a chance at beating the Niners this week. So
No, they don't.
they have a small chance. Every
They
team
don't.
has a small chance.
They
so.
don't. They don't. The Dolphins don't have a chance of beating the Bills, and Seahawks don't have a chance of beating the Niners. I think our offensive coordinators can hold us back, and we might lose. But I'm not
Well,
taking
you know
us
who
to-
can game plan plays with
Trust
him?
8.
the head coach.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Oh yeah, I support Harbaugh. I love when you like point out shit about Harbaugh, and it's just like, yeah, I've been saying to get rid of him. And if he doesn't make
Well,
any
I
of
think
the,
all the blame gets put on Greg Roman, which most of it should, but people don't realize the head coach has a ton to do with offensive
I
game.
said that last episode that we talked about this. So I literally think I literally quote unquote said the other night that Greg Roman is the scapegoat because Harbaugh just doesn't like change. But I guess I'm a Harbaugh fan on here. I don't know.
Never said that.
You're like coming at it like I did. I don't know. Rays, whatever. It is what it is. That is it.
I agree.
Co-
Of course you do, Gio.
Bro, I'm saying it because of the fucking thumbs up. Shut your dumb ass up.
I like that.
Go cheer for
Hey, you
fucking
probably do
Denver.
agree with that.
A lot of people agree with me actually.
Yeah, who Ravens Twitter?
Clapping it up for a good
people who watch
episode.
film and understand football. That was a good episode. I think.
Yep,
I
everybody
think people
put
can
in
see
the.
the.
Yeah, it
kind
was
of
good. I'm
thoughts.
glad I have this to
Yep.
look back on when all this comes to be true. And Ben, if it does, if it happens for you to come true,
If
you'll have
I
stuff to
stated,
look back on.
I stated factual points. I think I said
So did I.
Lamar's a great quarterback for the Ravens, and if he leaves, Ravens will be in shit unless they can get a top guy, which I don't know how you're going to. I said the offensive coordinator blows and he holds Lamar back. I said the head coach blows, he holds Lamar back. And I said the receiving core blows and he holds Lamar back. All three extremely accurate, and yeah,
Sounds like a lot of problems that a good GM could solve too.
a great GM was all. But that is it. See you tomorrow. We'll be back. Less Ravens talk tomorrow probably because I don't know. I just
Well, we could have some major news if Lamar doesn't practice. That would be major news. Because if he
Only
doesn't
news that
practice
would be
tomorrow,
coming
there's
out.
no shot in hell he's playing on
If
Sunday.
he doesn't practice tomorrow, the only news you'll hear from us is the Ravens have no chance of winning this football game.
yeah.
So tomorrow's a big day for the Ravens. So hopefully he's back out there on the field.
I hope.
Because I'm sick and fucking tired of watching Tyler Huntley and Anthony fucking Brown run the most fucking college offense I've ever seen in the NFL.
Well, it is impressive. The offensive coordinator decides when your number one quarterback goes out. You know what? Let's throw the ball even more. Pretty impressive.
It is amazing.
I think the recipe to beating the Bengals is to let JK eat.
You've got to control time of possession.
Yeah,
Big
and
time.
I think the defense can put up a fight. I do.
You're gonna have to force a turnover in plus territory.
Which I will be honest, Joe Burrow's having a great year. Joe Burrow can turn the ball over. He can. He will force stuff to Jamar Chase. Humphrey's got to get handsy and when the ball comes and make a play. Humphrey's had a great year statistically.
You
He
might
pisses
need
me
a
off
big
though.
safety play coming over on a deep bomb to take it.
Williams is capable of that earlier in the year. I
know,
need to see it more.
We're gonna need a good return on that, and you're gonna have to convert touched. What if you get inside the 30? You need to score touchdowns.
I was just gonna say
you
the
need
red zone offense
touchdowns.
will win or lose them that game. If you kick field goals, you'll lose. You're not beating. They're like the Chiefs. You're not going to beat the Bengals with field goals. I know Harbaugh, absolutely adores Tucker and loves using him, which all Ravens fans should. He's the GOAT. When you use him a million times, he's going to miss and he's going to get blocked, and that's happened this year. Ravens play for field goals too much. That's another thing with the coaching staff that is one of the most asinine things I've ever seen. But it is what it is.
And this team's going to need to put up 25 points or more to win this game.
Yeah, fully agree. And limit turnovers. So,
I mean, you're going to have to play very solid football in all three phases.
Yeah.
You got to limit the big play. Make Joe Burrow get, 5-yard plays, 3-yard plays. He will fuck up if you do that. You can't let him throw a ball up the seam to Hayden Hurst, which turns into a 35, 40-yard gain.
And then Hayden Hurst is acting tough when
I fucking can't stand him.
I couldn't stand him when he was on the Ravens.
he thinks he is Travis Kelce. He was complaining
Oh
because they
my
use
god.
Mark Andrews too much. Weirdo. But he fits right in with the Bengals. I think he defines Bengals football and their fandom. And I mean, the biggest thing to me is the two biggest keys. Like I said earlier in the thing, I'm taking the Ravens in this because I'm a Ravens fan. I think there's a 40% chance they win. Honestly, they shouldn't win, regardless of who's playing quarterback. Bengals have been the better team over the past 7 weeks. Ravens haven't had Lamar, but who knows what Lamar's going to show coming back without practice. But I'm taking the Ravens because I think with Lamar, Ravens could beat them, and I'll be rooting for it. So that's what it is. But the two areas, finishing sacks and scoring in the red zone. Joe Burrow, one of his most elite traits is the way he avoids sacks. I said that in the podcast like weeks ago, and somebody commented that no, Joe Burrow actually's one negative is he doesn't know how to avoid sacks because he got sacked a lot. No, that's just because the offensive line was
Did that
absolute
person
garbage.
watch the first quarter of the Ravens game?
I mean, literally, like Joe Burrow is extremely good at avoiding sacks. Just because someone gets sacked a lot does not mean they're bad at it. That just means the offensive line sucks. His offensive line sucked at the beginning of the year, and everybody knew that, and he was getting sacked, and that was their comment back to it. People don't watch football. That's all it is.
And that's another thing I wish this fucking team had an elite fucking pass rusher.
Yeah. I think Ojabo will be it. I do. I'm excited for him. That aggressive ass sack on Burrow. I mean, it was more of a coverage sack and Joe Burrow running away, but I like that he came through punching, forced a fumble. That was impressive. I like Ojabo. I think Owe, which once again, this just doesn't help my argument for DaCosta. Owe has been one of the biggest disappointments I've ever watched. He's pissed me off all year. But he's always around the quarterback. He just doesn't finish, and he's
But
actually good
what
against the run.
did DaCosta expect? He had no sacks
He's good against the run. I'll give
at
him
Penn
it.
State.
He's just he's good against the run.
If
and
you
he's
can't get a
freak.
sack in fucking college, your last
Yeah.
year, what in the hell
He's decent
makes
against the
you
run. I'll
think,
give that to him.
okay,
And
he should be fucking
and-
elite against the run because he is piss poor at getting to the quarterback.
he is. It's sad. I don't know what to say.
And no, but we want to let Matthew Judon go. We want to let Zadarius Smith go. We
Well,
want
if you'd have paid Judon, then you would have had to eat something somewhere else. I don't think they would have been able to pay him. And Zadarius Smith is a scrub, and no respect for him.
Matthew Judon's one of the best defensive players in the league, so
He is. Fully
I think
agree.
you could eat a little bit of money to
Matthew Judon also likes living in Baltimore. I actually saw him at Shoe City like 4 weeks ago, which was weird on Patriots bye week. Matthew Judon was in Baltimore. It's pretty cool. But Ravens didn't want to pay him. Whatever. I was actually extremely happy they let him walk at a time. That's one thing I will admit I was wrong about. I thought Judon was more of a not as good as a edge rusher as his numbers were in Baltimore, and he actually turned out to be better than his numbers were in Baltimore.
much
But
better.
it is what it is. We'll have to see this week. Like I said, excited, and this should be a good week of playoff football. And I'm actually more excited for the divisional rounds because depending on who wins, those should be good matchups. But that's it. We'll be back tomorrow.